Well, what's up, Cowboy Nation and Cowboy Headquarters? Here we are back. We are back on this Monday Madness, and we are coming to you live, direct, and correct, as we always do. And on my right and on your left is my man, 21 Armando 21. What's going on with you, my man?
Shout out to my boy G. Shout out to everybody on here. You already know what's up, man. You know, it's Monday. We're going to talk Cowboys football. There's been a lot in the news. We're going to get to it. We're going to let you guys know what's going on.
DeAndre Glover, what's good with you? What's good with you? Appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Who else we got up here? We're back, baby. Yes, we are back for real. And we've got something to talk about. Okay, we got a little technical difficulty with my man Dallas Cowboy Chris, but we're back, baby. Yes, we got him in. Yes, we are back for real. And we've got something to talk about. Okay.
Turn your background off.
With my man Dallas Cowboy Chris, we got an echo. Yes, we got him in. Yes, we are back for real.
Is that better, guys?
There it is.
Marcus, what's up, Marcus?
Philippines Cowboys. That's right. Man. Shout out Brenda. Brenda's on here too. Shout out Brenda.
All right, what's up?
Major Boys fan. Hey,
all right, Brenda. Major Boy fan. Appreciate you, man. Hey, man, I'm with some heavy hitters here, man. I'm telling you, we sure appreciate Mondo, man, and B2 Real, which he'll be on a little later, man, and Dallas Cowboy Chris, man. These guys are some heavy hitters here, man, and like I say, I always say that we're just a bunch of fanatics for our Cowboys, man. We welcome the outsiders in as well because ain't nothing they can do about it because that's just who we are. But here we are, there, my man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what's going on with you, Dallas Cowboy Chris? Talk to me.
Man, you know, like usual, man, living the life of the 300-pounders, you know, trying to keep the big boys in style.
I know you're right. Texas boy. I know that's right already.
Shout out to my boy, Texas boy, man.
Who else we got here? Yeah, okay. All right. That's what's up.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Shout out, man.
All right. That's what's up, man. Let's see who else we got here, man. I just got to give a shout out to everybody. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, Lorraine. Hello. Let's see what Lorraine got to say real quick.
That was Big 22. Hey, shout out Lorraine.
Lorraine is becoming a regular, man. I sure appreciate Lorraine, man. I mean, man, I appreciate that. We must be doing something right, fellas, because they keep coming back on the regular. So I like that.
Man, that's that Cali girl. She live out in Cali.
Oh, is that right? Well, hey, that's right. Well, represent all the way on the West Coast then for us. So stuff. We appreciate you.
Brenda, Major Boys fan, she's actually from Cali too. So we got it's crazy because they say in Cali, it's either you're a Raider fan, you're a 49er fan, or you're a Cowboy fan. They say Rams fans are here and there, but they say Cowboys fans are big out there.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
that's a good thing.
I'm telling you, when I was in Oxnard, man, it brought a tear to my eye, man, just to see so many Cowboy fans, man. I'm like, dang, this is what's up, man. So yeah, man, that's great, man. That's great. We appreciate everybody for being a part of this Cowboy Huddle, man. Like I say, where we come together and talk nothing but Cowboy talk, man. And we got some things to talk about. Well, where you guys are. Let me ask you this. So now that we know that Kellen Moore is not going anywhere, so Dallas Cowboy Chris, what you think, man?
Well, I instantly thought of you because I know you've been wanting him gone ever since the season was over, right? And I was just like, man, I know G is losing his mind that he did not get that job in Miami. But to me, man, it's like this. He didn't. To me, he didn't earn a head coaching job. Okay,
No.
he started off on fire, but he ended the season. His coaching performance was terrible. The end of the season, and he really didn't, earn it, because if he would have got the job, I was like, man, them damn Dolphins are gonna be bad for a very long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I instantly thought of you. I almost called you. I knew you was at work. I was like, look, G, it's gonna be okay. I was gonna talk you off the ledge.
Let me tell you guys this. I know we in the last Wednesday we had this talk, and we pretty much all wanted to see him gone. We're like, all right, if he moves on, even better for the Cowboys. But now that we know he's here, I guess we got to look at it the glass half full, not half empty, right? So, we gotta say, okay, he's here. Let's fix this. We got everybody back that we had as far as coaching, so we did good. We did good this year. We saw a playoff game. Can we get further? That's the expectation now. They're here again. Let's do better now. So hopefully, they get on the ball, and we see better than a one and done.
So, and I pray that you're right, Mondo. I really do. So, well, in the news, man, they're talking about this guy, Robert Prince. Robert Prince is somebody that they're thinking about bringing in to help Kellen Moore. He's also from Boise State as well, but he also coached with, I believe, he was the Detroit Lions receivers at one time. Yeah. Then he was a Texans coach, receiver. So he is a receiver coach. So he got a resume, but he does know Kellen Moore personally. Okay, so
Boise State, I think they know each other.
Yeah. So does this help, and how does this help our offense? If you're bringing someone else, is he a wide receiver coach, or is he going to call plays? Because they're saying, that Kellen got stuck a few times as far as calling plays. So I guess by adding this guy, basically this will help. What do you guys think?
So my thing is, if they're bringing in a wide receiver coach, are we saying we're going back to passing, being a passing offense? So it kind of like, and it sucks because when shout out to my boy Texas Red, he said something earlier which kind of like, man, it's true. So we got Cowboys, Boise State, and Detroit Lions in the same sentence. I don't know how I feel about that, man.
Well, man, to me, it's really hard to judge an assistant coach. Okay, it's really hard. Only thing you can judge them on is the performance of their position players. We actually got great receivers, so even if he does a poor job, can we blame him for their poor performances? I mean, because with CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, man, these guys are elite receivers. So it's kind of hard to judge, okay, a receiver coach. Only thing you can do, man, I think why they doing it, they trying to make Kellen even more comfortable with people that can coach his offense, right? But it really don't matter if he comes in and do a good job or not, because hey, man, if he don't do a good job, the whole coaching staff won't be here next year. So only thing we can do, man, is just hey, he's our receiver coach, and we'll just move on.
Yep.
Okay. Well, and that's that's kind of I agree with you, Chris, and it's just the reason. I don't know. So again.
I know you wanted him gone, man. You wanted him gone. He's still here, and then you bringing in somebody else to solidify his position, bro. It's nothing we can do about that. I think they just trying to make this. How when they used to make it Romo friendly, they trying to make it Kellen Moore friendly right now.
So my question is, so Here's the deal. So let me ask you guys this question then. So knowing that we had issues with our offense, and we didn't basically make a major change with our offensive coaching staff. So what are we expecting? I mean, how do we expect change if you still have the same pieces in place? Mondo, what you think?
And I get back to what I was saying. So we had a good season. Obviously we didn't get to the goal, which is the Super Bowl. So the coaches. It comes down from the coaches. We had a good season. They're there again. Nobody left as far as coaching wise. So our expectation should be okay. We're gonna go to the playoffs, but now let's fix it to where we go further. So it starts up at the top. And I think Texas boy said is the real problem Jerry Jones. But
woo.
I don't know, man.
Well, I think it's simple, man. It's the head coach. Okay, so it's basically the Cowboys are going to go where the head coach takes them. Okay, we've had some disappointment with our head coach. Okay, the statements that Jerry Jones was making in the media the last couple of weeks, man. If I was a head coach, I'd be thinking, hell, when am I going to get fired? The way he talked about me, I don't get no reassurance on anything. So it's all to me. It's just based on what Jerry's gonna. If Jerry's gonna give his head coach confidence, okay, or is he gonna keep dangling the defensive coordinator over his head? Okay, hey, he's my assistant head coach, and I paid him all this money, and I can't let him get away. So I'm the head coach. I'm just thinking a different way. I'm like, man, is it kind of like when Jason Garrett was the offensive coordinator and Phillips was here? Soon as Phillips made one little mistake, he was out of there because he already had a head coach in line. And I really don't think it's fair for McCartney to have that same situation because you see how that worked out for us. It didn't work out good at all.
Yeah. Well, and again, here we are with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones has absolutely put what we have in place. Again, the Trojan horse. I call Kellen Moore the Trojan horse, and I call Jason Garrett the Trojan horse because Jason Garrett was given to Wade Phillips. It's like, hey, here, Wade Phillips, you're the head coach, but I want to give you this gift, this Trojan horse. Same thing with Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy, here's your team, but I want to give you this gift, Kellen Moore. So now here we are again. Again, he had a chance to fix what was wrong, but what he say? Well, Mike McCarthy, we're gonna give you Kellen Moore again. Let's try this again. So again, it's to me a lot of this start with Jerry Jones. But let's get some of these comments that we got going on. So Trackhawk said we need to all camp out at the star coaches, assistant coaches, and build a bond. I agree with you. That's a good one. I agree with you. Here's another one by Trackhawk. He says, one more year with the 2008 Madden playbook. Let's see. One more. We got another one here. So DeAndre said, yeah, it's got to be something they see in the coaches. I guess we'll see. Yeah, we're on the outside looking in. It's something they see that we don't see. I have no idea, but it's mind-boggling.
But okay,
can we see it as hopefully, like Kellen Moore says, okay, I didn't get the job this year with Miami. Let me improve so next year I can go out there and maybe his resume, he steps it up this season. That's I got to look at the bright side. Maybe he'll step it up this season. Say, you know what, I want a head coaching job, so let me step it up and show out. So
I think about it like this. Okay, say if Kellen Moore would have got the job in Miami, who were we going to get to replace him? Who would you want to replace him? Will we not hire a offensive coordinator and let the head coach play call like we thought he was going to do when he came here? I mean, what would we have done if he got the head coaching job? What did you think, G? What do you think? Who would you want?
Well, and I'm glad you said that because, man, it was brought up and a few commentators had said this, that, man, Mike McCarthy was a great play caller back in the day when he had Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. But matter of fact, this came from Brian Broders. He said that from 105 through the Fan, and he said that sometimes you get it up to an age where he's like, okay, been there, done that. I just want to coach the team. So like right now they had been asking him, hey, what do you think about coaching it? Mike McCarthy's pretty much saying, I'd rather for somebody else to do it, but Mike McCarthy is a hell of a coach. And if it came down to it, I would love to see him run the offense. But, some people feel that, it's too much. And it can be too much to be a head coach and an offensive coordinator. Real quick before Armando speak, we sporting. Hold tight, man. Hold tight. We're going to bring you on shortly, okay? Just hold tight for a minute. Go ahead, Armando. We sporting. He come back and hanging out with us again. So what do you think?
But yeah, I was the exact same way. If Kellen Moore didn't come back, I was hoping, Mike McCarthy take the reins. Let him call the plays. Let him, take over the offense. Show us your head coaching abilities. Because right now, it pretty much sees, okay, you got the defense coordinator calling the defense. You got the offensive coordinator calling the offensive plays. But you're pretty much just standing there, just approving everything. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, here's a comment right here. We should have gotten Bieniemy.
Eric Bieniemy.
Man,
that's a great choice.
Don't get me started on that because Bieniemy should be a head coach somewhere, man. It's ridiculous how this man has been to 4 NFC Championship games in a row, 2 Super Bowls. You the offensive coordinator, and he can't sniff a job.
Well, is it that he want a head coaching job? That's the question.
Yeah, he does. It's to me, if we have a Bieniemy, it'd be a lateral move for him. Why would he leave Kansas City to come to Dallas? Okay, he got Patrick Mahomes. Okay, so anything that would make Bieniemy happy, I think it'd be a head coaching job. And I thought he was gonna get one of these 8. Matter of fact, I thought Leftwich was going to get the Jacksonville job. And I thought Bieniemy would get one of the remaining. I thought Bieniemy would get the New Orleans Saints job, but they hadn't named anybody yet. So we'll see.
Yeah, here's a comment right here. Bradley says Dan Mullins need a job. We see what we need, but we got to get the front office to see what we need. So
man, we Cowboy fans, we know better than that. They ain't gonna see what we see.
Here's Felicia Parks, Felicia Colley. She says maybe the players need to speak and step up too. Yeah, well,
I agree, but will they do it? That's the key.
Do you think they did it for Dan Quinn?
They did.
Yeah, man. Hey, Michael Parsons said, at the end of the season, man, that'd probably be the worst thing that ever happened to him if Dan Quinn left. He said he'll run through a wall for Dan Quinn. When your best defensive player say that, you got it, man. Shit, you got to make. Hey, he is the next LT. Don't you want the next LT to be happy?
Yeah. And and I think Dan Quinn sees that. Dan Quinn sees, man, I got this defense that I want, and I can actually build from what I have and just make it better. So, and like Dan Quinn says, I coached for 20 years. I've been there. I've been a head coach. I feel good where I am. I like to do what I'm doing. And it's a challenge trying to be a head coach and a defensive coordinator. It comes with a lot of responsibility. So, Trackhawk said the Saints hired their defensive coordinator as head coach. Announced today.
They announced it today, yeah. I forgot his name.
I didn't see that. Oh, okay. Well, there go Eric Bieniemy again, not getting a job.
Yeah. So with that being talking about the Saints, y'all heard about Alvin Kamara.
So man, there you go. Keep stepping on my hot topics, man. But yeah, let's talk.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's talk about it.
No, we'll go back to it. Okay, you came in late. I didn't know. We're gonna leave that.
You know what I want to get into? Let's talk about these Amari Cooper and DeMarcus Lawrence trade or cutting rumors. What have you guys heard about that?
There's been a lot of rumors. Yeah.
Well, think about this here, guys, and it kind of makes. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. you can save over $30 million if you release both of those guys. So do you sign the two guys, DeMarcus Lawrence and Amari Cooper, and let Cedric Wilson, Michael Gallup, Malik Turner, and Randy Gregory, all those guys go? So you really can get, for that money, you can get 4 to 5 players to 2 players. That's basically, and like Stephen Jones says, he said, we got to make some tough decisions. And they do. They got to make some tough decisions. So I don't know. I mean, I hate to see Amari. I hate to see either one of those guys move. But I love Randy Gregory too, though.
All right. Well,
Chris?
This is my thoughts. Okay, let's start with Tank first. Okay, Tank is a difference maker not only in the pass rushing but in run defense. Okay, if you literally watch Tank is our best run defender on the defensive line. Okay, he makes better plays to me on run defense than he do in the passing game. He causes havoc. That's how Randy Gregory and Michael Parsons can get free because of Tank. Because if you don't double Tank, it's going to be a problem there. Okay? That's why I think Randy will stay, Tank will stay, because I think all three of them together is a great cohesive unit to make each one work. Okay? Now let me get to Amari Cooper. Okay? Amari Cooper made Dak Prescott better as soon as he got here, from his route running, his precision, and he don't drop passes like he did when he was in Oakland. Okay, because remember that was his stigma when he was in Oakland. He dropped too many passes. Have you noticed that when Amari Cooper, does he drop just random passes anymore? He does not. Okay, so it's hard. That decision is going to be tough if you want to keep him or not, or Gallup or not. Personally, I don't want either one of them to go. But if one has to go, it's going to be hard for me to let my tongue and mouth bleed. But I guess it has to be Amari, just because receivers, you can't replace them. But I'm going to tell you now, the Cowboys is going to work miracles and keep both.
I hope so, man. I hope so, because I would, just like you guys, same feelings. I would hate to see both of them leave. What's up, Austin? But Chris, I'm on the same boat. If anybody has to go, I would have to say Amari, because we can replace a wide receiver. But to keep this defense that we have, man, Tank, you seen what it was without him and with him.
Exactly.
As soon as he stepped in, this dude was batting balls down, intercepting, causing fumbles.
Thank you. You saw it too, didn't you, Armando? It was literally night and day from when he got hurt and when he came back. The defense looked totally different, okay? Yep. Just because Randy was really freed up then, okay? Yeah. Only thing we really got to worry about, especially, I hate jumping the subject about Randy. Randy just got to be more disciplined on his takeoff. It was too many offside penalties and everything like that. But I think he'll correct that. But man, when Tank is on the field, man, Randy is such a threat, man. You gotta double team one of them. And who you gonna double team? You can't double team both.
Yeah. So and that's so true, man. And I agree, because see, what people fail to realize, man, and on defense, you have those certain defensive edge rushers that will get double teamed. You know, and it looks like they're not doing anything because, he only got 6 sacks. He's throwing double teams because the guy's such a beast. We got to put a tight end over there to keep this guy from getting our quarterback, but we don't see that. But I hate to lose either one of them, man. I really would, man. I really hate to. I still think Amari Cooper still has something in the tank to help this offense, but the thing about it is, only thing I'm leery about is if we do cut or release Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup end up getting a bigger deal from somewhere else. Now we're only down to one.
You're down to one. Yeah,
one receiver.
I mean, you got to think about it. Amari is under contract for another 3 years.
Yeah,
Tank is under contract another 3. You know, right now it's a financial thing. I'd rather go to him and try to restructure. Yeah, I don't want to cut either one, because if you cut them, it's still gonna hit you on the salary cap. Still gonna hit you.
So DeAndre said, but I heard Gregory and Law was, they can't let both of them go. I don't think that's going to happen.
Not both.
That's no way. I don't see that happening. That's the reason they want to release Tank in order to keep the other, if that was to happen. But
man, it'll be a misunderstanding if that happened. I'm walking to Frisco.
Yeah, to the headquarters.
Yeah, I'm walking to Frisco. It's gonna be a problem when I get there. Cause I'm gonna be lighter and in shape. So I'll be a problem when I get there.
Yeah. And here's one right here, like DeAndre say, and I think he's talking about D-Law. D-Law was a leader. He's the mouthpiece in that defense, Yes. But something. I mean, I agree. I truly agree.
I do.
So let's so now you guys know, since we're talking about receivers, Michael Gallup still hasn't had his surgery yet. It's been reported that he's waiting for the swelling to go down, and that is key when you're going to have surgery on an ACL. Yeah. You got to wait for the swelling to go down. So he's in his 5 weeks is basically normal before they actually have the surgery. So, but again, hopefully, man, and with Michael Gallup has had some issues. He came out after the first week, he had the calf injury, and then just unfortunately now he tore his ACL. So he's been catching hell, man, but hopefully he'll bounce back and get back out there, and do his thing, man. But that's where we are with that, man. As far as this Tank Lawrence and Amari Cooper, it makes sense. You save $30 million. You can probably sign all 5 of these guys for $30 million, or you can let all those guys go and keep the 2. So, that's a tough one.
Did you guys see who we did sign?
No.
Chris Nagar.
Yeah. We got the competition at the kicker position, baby. Whoop whoop.
We signed the kicker.
Hey man, they can sign Chris Lee and be a better competition than what we got.
Stop it. That's terrible. That is.
Y'all don't know who Chris Lee is. Is the dude right there?
Right there.
That one. That dude.
That's terrible.
So we signed the kicker, and from what I read, he's brought on to give Zerline competition, which I'm hoping Zerline steps it up. Because the worst extra point. So it's tough, man.
Zerline won't be on the team when the season starts.
Man, exactly. We're gonna see. So let's get into some of these comments, guys, and we're gonna do this for a few minutes, and then we're gonna go straight into our hot five minutes. So, guys, if you guys want to participate in this hot five, we bring you live for a good 5 minutes. We need at least about 3 people to come on. We got We Sport and already waiting. If we can get 2 more that want to come on, just hit the link. Matter of fact, let me put another link up here so you guys can click on that link. And if you want to come and, you
got to bring the heat, though.
Yeah, you got to have something to talk about because we will delete you in a minute. We will
gotta bring the heat. You got to be ready to handle it.
And don't be coming on here inebriated where we can't understand what you're saying. But
like me,
again, I think we all a little inebriated.
Hey, like me, I already got mine on deck.
Yeah, it's okay to be inebriated, but make sure we can understand what you're saying. So here's the link I just put in, guys. If you want, we want you to come on. This is what we do. We want to engage with you, man. We want to hear what you have to say and know who you are. So if you want to come on, man, just click on that link. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to, but we can just show you, hear your voice or something like that. So. Well, we got one coming in now. Look at her.
Fellow.
Be real.
What's up, man?
Man, I'm trying to make it happen, cuz.
I see. Hey, turn that head around.
There we go.
Well, we not sponsoring nobody. We ain't sponsoring nobody. So let's get a couple of these questions, comments real quick. But again, guys, if y'all want to come on, man, we're gonna start in about 2 minutes. So click on that link, and we'll bring you on. So Maxine, Our girl Maxine DC4L. Yeah.
Shout out to the wifey.
That's the
Maxine,
wifey. Yeah.
my little sister. What's happening, baby?
I like old DeAndre. DeAndre got plenty of questions for us, man. He got plenty of comments. He said Gallup was leaving anyway, though. I don't know. If we say that 30 million, we might get keeper. What do you think about that? Be too real?
I didn't hear you. I was walking. I didn't hear what you said.
The question down there where the comment that was made, Gallup was leaving anyway, though. Do you think Gallup will be leaving?
I think that decision was left up to management. I mean, when it came down to him being the guy or Cedric Wilson, I think a lot of people is choosing Gallup over Wilson. Especially when the performance,
Ooh, Wilson stepped up though. God dang.
Yeah, but I mean, even Chris said, he thought Gallup would have made that catch, that outstanding catch to stretch out his body, and we've seen him be a contortionist before plenty of times, catching a ball that was underthrown or behind the back or whatever. So was he gone anyway? I don't think that was just a set in stone statement to say. I mean, he's on the roster for a reason, man. And we didn't let that go with a what do you have, a
broken ankle?
Broken ankle.
Yeah.
And I mean, he still was in the lineup for next year. So I mean, Gallup may still be a go. It just depends on how well he recovers.
Yeah, and I know it's like I said, it's been a tough break for Gallup. Here go our boy. We need to cut Greg stanky leg yesterday. That track out. You need to come on, man. Get on that link so we can bring you on, brother.
Man, that's the great Track Hawk. You got to say his name correct. The great.
Great. Okay. So let's get right on into this, man. This is one of our buddies that comes in, man, and we sure appreciate him coming by, man. So let's get him on and see what he got to talk about today. And there he is.
What's up? How y'all doing?
What's up, baby?
The Commanders. Commanders.
Yeah. Oh, wow. DC for life. DC for life. Come on, bro. What are you doing? Hey, what up, Mondo? What's up, Cowboy? And what up, Chris?
What's up, man?
Man, bro, I want to say first time being on here it felt very calm being on here. Y'all were not hostile, so I appreciate it. I appreciate Mondo not flexing his 5 damn rings on his freaking finger. Sick and tired of that.
Sure, he gave me an idea.
All right,
I'll flex for him.
So let me say something this real quick, because you guys are talking about the Cowboy stuff, and I low key wanted to say something about it in the comments, but I was in the back room. I don't know if cutting Amari Cooper, I think cutting Amari Cooper, though, would probably be the smarter decision for the Cowboys, only because is that CD and Gallup are at young at their point, and Gallup is probably the best number 2 wide receiver in the NFL, no doubt. I'm not saying he couldn't be a number 1, but he would be like a number 1 on like the Jets or the Jags or like any bottom 5 team. And the issue with that is just that Gallup has always just been really injury prone. And the only reason, obviously, I know all this stuff is, I mean, hell, we're all in the same division. I think we all know a little piece about each other. And CeeDee Lamb, man, CeeDee Lamb is the next Des Bryant, man, for y'all. Like CeeDee Lamb he's amazing, man. Route running and all that.
He's better than Dez, man.
Oh yeah, bro. If Dez would have caught it, we would have been having a different conversation, man.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Damn it, Dez.
That's the one thing I can put over Mondo, man, is that Dez didn't catch it, man. That's when he shuts up, in my opinion. But no, let me get the real debate going real quick. I think Terry McLaurin is better than CeeDee Lamb, and it ain't even close.
Oh my.
Yeah. But let me explain.
Hello.
Let me explain.
Hello.
Hello. No.
Let the man explain. Let him explain.
Cowboy Hampton said, I want y'all to come in here with some heat. So I said, what's the most craziest shit I could think of? And let me say it and defend my case. So I was like, I'm going to defend it.
Let
me tell you this. Terry
McLaurin.
Go ahead.
Has had 8 different wide receivers. No, not 8 different quarterbacks in the NFL. He's had 8 different quarterbacks on the Washington football team. And the Redskins, the Commanders, I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. Or the pigtails, the leg skins, I don't know. Call it whatever you please. And he has still been able to put up over 3,000 yards in his first 3 years of his entire career and has still put up 1,000 receiving yards every year. He does not have the touchdowns, but his yards after catch is absolutely phenomenal. And his numbers versus CeeDee Lamb's are, now I'm not going to say even because I don't want to say that they're about even, but I will say that Terry McLaurin's production, and he's worked with a lot less. He hasn't had a guy like Dak Prescott. He hasn't had like the phenomenal O-line to help protect the quarterback. I'm just gonna say that Terry McLaurin to me has done done a little bit more with a hell of a lot less. So
Chris,
that's kind of like
got?
my position on it.
Y'all want me to go? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm about to get told 3 different reasons why I'm a lunatic. Let's hear it.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna rip you. Okay.
Okay.
But the reason why I'm gonna semi give you a pass is because I've seen every down Terry McLaurin play because my son is a Commanders fan. So on Sundays we had these 3 TVs on the wall, and I watch every Commander game. Okay.
Oh, how beautiful! For Christmas, I'm gonna get you the new gear.
No. but reason I kind of give you a pass because I watched him. Mm-hmm. Now he is the only weapon that you have on offense. Okay, he's a big time receiver. But
absolutely,
the difference is CD is bigger. He's faster, and I think his separation is better. Okay. Now I'm not saying that your receiver is not just as good, because I do think he's a good receiver.
No, I agree.
But he needs somebody to support him to make him even better.
I absolutely agree. Now,
when your second receiver, I can't even call his name. Okay, that's a problem when you got only a number 1 on your team. Okay,
well, can I say this though about CeeDee Lamb though?
Yeah.
So CeeDee Lamb, he's a phenomenal wide receiver, but I think that we all know though that CeeDee Lamb does not get guarded every game by the number 1 cornerback on the other team.
True.
That guy's either on Cooper, he's on Gallup in the end zone, but it's only going to be on CeeDee Lamb if it's a 3rd and long and they're going to shoot up the seam in the middle to look for CeeDee Lamb. That's the only time.
You got to remember though, CD is playing the Z. Okay, so your man is playing the Y. So he's in the slot. So of course you're not gonna have the number 1 corner on a Z.
No, I absolutely agree, and that's the thing. But here's my thing though, is that I'm the same way when talking like that, and I'm gonna be on the same level with a guy like let's say like Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp never gets guarded. Never gets old Commander coming in high. Okay,
you coming in hot, man.
Shout out to my boy Track Talk.
Track Talk funny as hell, man. I've been seeing him on lives drinking some Bud Light at like 1 in the morning, man.
Hey,
you know he's having a good life right now.
Catch him on the weekend, he be smashed.
He don't care if the Cowboys win or lose as long as he's winning, bro. As long as he's winning.
That's why I say you call him Mr. Trackhawk, okay?
Yeah, right. But no, let me go back to what I was saying though. Is a guy like Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp, people want to view Cooper Kupp as a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. And to me, I can't agree with that because it's just he doesn't get guarded by the best guys in the league. And again, yes, your touchdowns, your 1,900 yards, your 19 TDs, that's phenomenal. But you're guarding guys who are giving up almost 500, 600, 700, even 800 receiving yards per game. Not per game, per year. And he's getting guarded by these guys who are not as skilled as he is at that position. So that's why, like, I don't like crediting a lot of those slot guys a lot because they don't really be going up against anybody too serious to me where I'm like, wow, he's really beating up on this guy. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, that's what's up, man. I hear you, but I just wanted to give you the stats for the year between Scary Terry and CeeDee Lamb.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so Scary Terry had 1,053 yards. CeeDee Lamb, with 2 other number 1 receivers, had 1,102 yards. So I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. And when you have 3, and this is the thing, we have 3 receivers. So again, I understand what you're saying about Scary Terry because basically he's the number 1 guy. And he went. So
But you have to understand, though, is that when you look at those stats, though, you also got to look more at the quarterbacks, too, and that's in the situation. Heineke's not a guy who's going to throw the ball 40, 50 yards down unless he's throwing a damn interception. But he's not going to be throwing those types of deep balls. It's going to be now a guy like Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, I've watched Dak Prescott not this whole season, but I've seen Dak. I watch him here and there. He has on a good day of Dak Prescott, man has a top 10 arm in the league. I mean, his arm is phenomenal. He could throw 40, 45 times in a game, and he'll have over 300, 350 yards a game. And his arm is phenomenal. And when you have a guy like Taylor Heineke, has a noodle arm and it can only throw from probably where Mondo is sitting to the damn American flag and behind him, you ain't going to get the same production.
Well, here's the deal, man. And I understand what you're saying, and I feel your pain and everything, but
oh, wow. Thank you for putting the word pain in there.
Well, listen, when we sporting, I'm going to just say this here, man. The best thing you guys need to do is draft a damn quarterback.
Oh, we're trading for Wilson this offseason, bro. It's okay. When Russell Wilson become a commander, bro, none of y'all are going to be ready for it. Yeah, Mondo's going to be so quiet.
Russell Wilson looks like he wants to go elsewhere, man.
Yeah,
he was taking pictures with Jonathan Allen at the Pro Bowl like they were going out to dinner every night, bro. He coming to Washington for sure, easily.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens, man. We got to keep moving, man. We sure appreciate you coming through, man.
Much love, man. Y'all are still the chillest Cowboy fans I've ever met in my entire life.
Hey, when you keep drinking these here.
Oh, hey, y'all are chill except for Mondo because he keep on texting in my damn comment section, DC for life, and I'm getting kind of sick of it.
I guess I better start, huh?
Mondo got that shit on auto text.
Hey, we spoken. We got this for you real quick. Watch this. Watch this. I thought he was a Cowboy fan.
Hey, like I said the first time I was here, I hate the color blue. If I was colorblind, I would still hate it.
Oh man, you're such a hater. But anyway,
hey, I told y'all I don't hate y'all as much as the Giants, though. I told y'all that.
I understand. You like us a little bit more, right?
And we
all right, bro. This is where I gotta go, bro. All right, talk to y'all later.
Hey, and you like us like a side chick, right?
No, because I take the side chick out to dinner still.
All right, it's time to go.
All right, I'll see y'all boys later, man. Have a good night.
Later.
Peace.
Shout out to my boy We Sporting, man. If y'all follow him on TikTok, man, We Sporting, man. Or he actually has a YouTube too, so check him out, man.
Yeah, man. So that's what I like about him, man. He, even though he's in the division, he's a rival fan, but like I said, we invite anybody in here, man. We open the doors, man. So we have no problem with that. So I guess, man, we moving right on to about 17 minutes till I guess we can go ahead and get into the hot topics, or we can do what we got next. You ready for the hot topics, or
we didn't have any more fans want to come on and join us?
No, that's it. I was waiting, man.
What track out at, man? He ain't gonna jump in.
We're Texas boy. What's up, man? I thought you wanted to come in.
Yeah, come on in, man.
The link is up there, guys.
Now, and what I like about We Sporting is, he's a Commanders fan, but he knows his rival, just like us. We gotta know our rival. You gotta know, you gotta know your opponents, So that's what's good, man. I like him.
And what's his name on TikTok again, Armando?
We Sporting.
We Sporting.
Oh, so it's the same. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same. We Sporting.
Yeah, because I was trying to look for it real quick.
In other news, real quick, while we see if somebody else comes on, so you guys know that Rich Dalrymple of the Dallas Cowboys basically is retiring. He's the PR guy. He's the PR guy for Dallas Cowboys. So basically, his job was to cover Jerry Jones' tracks. It says he has to spin the news when his boss spins out of control. He is the one jerking the steering wheel to keep the car from crashing to a telephone pole when Jerry's brain falls asleep at the wheel, but his mouth continues to accelerate towards disaster. So he's the PR guy for.
Let me give you guys this little thing that I heard. So he retired. He went off into the sunset, but his name was brought up by none other than Mr. Dez. In one of his little rants, so I saw a TikTok where they were talking about how it was a coincidence. Now they're talking about sabotaging, and then this guy retires. So they were like, I don't know if they're insinuating he might have like been told that, go ahead and take your leave.
Rich doing the same thing as far as what old Ross is doing over there in Miami. You think? Ooh, I hope that's not the case.
Des opened up a can of worms, man. Des be saying some things, and I'm just like, man, come on,
he really does. So, DeAndre say he missed the name of We Sporting. Is that the name?
We Sporting
on TikTok. Yeah, I just found it and start following him.
So it's WE Sporting. It's one word. So
funny as hell. Funny guy.
Yeah, that's something. So yeah, Rich is. And man, this guy's been around for ages, man. He's been around with Jimmy Johnson. I mean, years. And I guess, he got tired of holding the steering wheel for Jerry Jones, I guess. I don't know, but he is retiring, man. And I've always saw him when Dak was coming to the field or going off the field after his interviews. He was always there. I mean, I guess that's his job. But again, man, so real quick before we go into this, what do you guys think about what we had saw for the 7-Eleven promotion? Dak Prescott and Juju Smith. How y'all? What do y'all? Are y'all even looking into that, or that's just something that's nothing to consider?
I don't know. I think it's more of something of nothing. I think he did say though he would like to play with Dak. But
he did.
I just think that what we have right now, I don't know if it would go, but you just never know. I mean, we might pull something off there and go ahead and pick him up.
You get him cheap. You're gonna get him cheap. Yeah, I guarantee you're gonna get him. You probably get him for darn near $3 million for 1 year. What do you think, Chris?
I don't think Chris likes it. Look at him.
I'm just saying. I mean, they finna wheel and deal.
Give me a second.
Whoa.
All right. Who would you rather have, Juju Smith or Michael Gallup? They both stay hurt. Who make bigger plays?
Ooh, Michael Gallup.
Sure. Juju, he make better TikToks.
Damn.
I want Michael Gallup back on this team more than anything. I call him Mr. Clutch, man. He make big catches. Juju don't make big catches, bro. He make great TikToks. I wish he'd come in and follow me so I can get more popular on TikTok, so I can be like Armando one day. So I can be this high. I want to be this high, okay? Please, Mr. Juju, follow me. But no, he doesn't make big catches, bro. He stay hurt. Also, I don't think he's taking the football seriously. This is my personal opinion, okay? I'd rather have Michael Gallup than Juju Smith-Schuster. I'd rather have Michael Gallup.
And I agree with you too. But see, again, let's go back to why we are where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones waited so late to pay Dak Prescott. They could have paid him 3 years ago. And they waited to the last minute. And here we are. You waited to the ninth hour to pay them all this money to where now we got to wheel and deal. And, they trying to say, well, we got to make some tough decisions. Well, y'all created this problem. You guys created this problem. You should have paid the man years ago. Then you paid Zeke Elliott $90 million. I mean, and his production is going down. So it's not the players' fault. It's front office and the decisions that they're making. So, but look what Larry said. Larry said, why Jerry go get Antonio Brown? Dude, it's a wrap. Oh, my God.
Hey, you see what Felicia said about me?
He's taking shots.
Oh, yeah, that's what we do. Hey, that's why when We Sport comes in here, he said, y'all are the comments because we already on one. Before the show started, we already on one, man.
Look, Felicia, this is that's why we want you to come on sometime. This is just a friend zone. We talk about Cowboys. We talk about everything. So we like G always say when we start the show, this is not politically correct. It's just barbershop talk, us the fellas, including you. Okay, you a Cowboy fan, Felicia. Right. So we want you a part of our show. That's why we want you to jump on with us, man, and talk. So, but yeah, your boy, I already had a feeling I was gonna need one of these today. So, hey, they got on a subject that I know I needed to drink for.
For sure. Here's one.
I want to right now when you get a chance, I want to go over this. I don't know if you guys seen. So the Cowboys signed 13 players to the future reserve list.
They're trying to hide them.
They're
hiding. That's exactly what they're doing. They're hiding.
And there's some no names in here.
Okay, name a few. I hadn't seen the list. Go ahead with the list.
It's we got tackle Isaac Alarcon.
Well, we know about Isaac. Isaac gonna make the team next year.
He gonna be playing this year. Yeah.
Isaac gonna make the team.
Linebacker Devontae Bond.
I don't know him.
Cornerback Kyron Brown.
Kyron Brown. I know that name. Kyron Brown.
I don't remember.
Tight end Ian Bunting.
He was in training camp, I believe.
Yeah. Tackle Avante Collins.
Don't know.
Safety Tyler Coyle.
No.
QB Benvenucci.
But play your shit.
Go run your restaurant. I'm like,
Danucci is some shit.
We got wide receiver Robert Foster.
Okay.
Running back Jaquan Hardy. Specs.
Yep.
Jaquan, yeah.
We got a center, Braylon Jones, center. Running back Nick Ralston. Wide receiver Brandon Smith. And then another running back, Edo Smith.
Yeah, I know Edo.
They were signed to the future reserve list.
Yeah.
So they signed him to the reserve list?
Basically, it's called the reserve future list.
You know what that is, man. It's basically so they can bring them into mini camps and stuff like that.
Of course, and they can claim them.
Yeah. That's all. So nobody else can claim them. That's why.
It's a business. DeAndre said, how many was there that we signed?
13.
13.
These are reserve future list.
And that's the thing, man. So, again, man, we're in this position because of poor choices by the front office, and matter of fact, who was that said that Zeke, here it is right here. DeAndre all on it today. Zeke contract was part of the problem. It was. Yeah. It was. I mean, $90 million. Good grief. Whew. So
that was like a Todd Gurley deal. He wanted that Todd Gurley deal, and then what happened with Todd Gurley?
So okay, we got one question. Then we're gonna go to the hot topics. Bradley says, "Who y'all want to go for in the draft?" That's a good question. Chris, who you looking? Look, are you looking at?
I got my eyes on two players, man. You know me, I'm an offensive lineman, so I'm looking line. That was to me our weakest link this year. The kid, my dream is the center from Iowa. Tyler Lincolnbaum. I think that's the correct
Lindenbaum. Yeah,
Lindenbaum. When I see Tyler, man, I think of Stepnoski. I think of Frederick. I think of the anchor on our line for many years to come. Okay, or the kid from A&M Green. Kenyon. Yeah. He plays several different positions, but his best position is left guard, which we need. Okay. His best position is guard. So he is the top rated guard in the draft. Okay. But if we don't get either of those two, I wouldn't be upset about going defense linebacker, because we need a linebacker. I know one of the drafts had the kid out of Georgia being a first round pick for the Cowboys. I think his last name Walker, the linebacker from Georgia. But I would prefer they went offensive line really the first two picks. I know it's not the sexy picks. I know that. But, I don't know if y'all seen ESPN today. They had the old Cowboys like Woodson and Haley, and they were talking about, the Cowboys, okay, what the problem is. And one of them said, look, man, if you can't block nobody, how can you do it? I mean, they had a stat, dude, I didn't realize. Against San Francisco, Dak was under duress 23 times. 23. Where's that from? The offensive line, and they rushed 4, bro. They only blitzed once the whole game. So we got to improve the offensive line. So if it was up to me, I would go O-line, then defensive go linebacker.
Mm-hmm. Armando, what you got?
So what I've been seeing is I've been seeing a lot of for the Cowboys, a lot of linebackers. They're looking at linebackers, which is we do need linebackers, but I'm totally with Chris, man. We gotta fix that O line. You know, we can't expect to be a passing offense when we can't even protect Dak. You know, so I would definitely go O line, linebacker. You know, but you know, we got to fix that O line, man. Our O line is not that great wall of China anymore.
No, it's time.
Yeah, it's time, and you know, so let's get that O line fixed up. Let's get it patched up.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say the same thing, man. I definitely think we need to start at the O line. We got to replace Connor Williams, which he is a free agent, so I'm sure we won't be picking him up. And I totally think we should go and get the kid out of Texas A&M, Kenyon Green. I mean, he's a beast. I was looking at I forget the kid from Kentucky, and just watching him in the Senior Bowl practices. Oh, he looked bad. He looked really bad. I forget his name, but anyway, yeah, I would start with Kenyon Green from A&M. He's a dog. He's a beast. I would love.
Are there any big names out there? Are there any names that are currently NFL players? Are there any big names out there that are offensive?
You know, I hadn't even researched free agents linemen, but I think if they do any free agent linemen, it'll be at tackle.
Yeah, well, that's what I was mentioned last week, guys, about the guy from the free agent from Chicago, James Daniels. You know, which he's affordable. You know, he's young guy, but he's affordable. So I don't know. Maybe you pick up your offensive guard in the draft and maybe bring him in. You know, who knows? But that's one guy that I know that's on a free agent list that's possible that they're talking about that could come to Dallas. But also on my defensive side, man, I'm bringing Alabama boys in. I'm bringing Alabama boys. I'm bringing in Christian Davis at linebackers to pair up with Micah Parsons, and then I'm bringing in that safety Jordan Battles. I think that's his name. I'm bringing both of those guys in, man. I mean, that just completes your defense. I mean, can you imagine having another speedster like Parsons out there on that field? And I'm sure Dan Quinn is going to be looking for speed. So that's just that's the route I'm going, guys. So,
right.
Yeah. So we got a few minutes. Let's get on into this hot topic, man. Hey, Bradley, we sure appreciate that comment, man. That was a great comment, man. Appreciate you.
Man, the hot topics. Look, man, we all know what the hot topic is. Hey, man, everybody been going to Las Vegas and having a little party, and somebody partied a little too hard this weekend. Look, Alvin Kamara gets into an incident at the club and get arrested, okay, on battery charges. So, this is probably what happened. Now, I'm just assuming, okay? Okay, you go to the club, you probably throwing your dollars in the air, you doing this, you doing that, and the bouncer say, hey, Mr. Kamara, you can't do that up in here, man. Why not? I'm rich. I can do what the hell I want to. So I'm sure he got in trouble with the bouncer. So once you push somebody or hit a bouncer, that's battery. What y'all think about Kamara going and partying too hard up in Vegas?
To me, it's still, you know, sometimes it sucks that people get money and it just changes people. You know, you think you're up here and you just can do whatever you want. I'm Alvin Kamara. I can do whatever I want. I have all this money, you know, and it sucks because, you know, for them, they threaten their career, their livelihood. That's what puts food on their tables, and they threaten all that just because they want to go out drinking or whatever, you know. But yeah, you know, from what I had heard, he put his hands on some dude they were getting in an elevator. This dude kind of like moved his hand away, and they ended up beating this dude up pretty bad. I I believe he's in the hospital or something like that.
So. As a man, you don't want no other man putting their hands on you. You know, you're gonna defend yourself at all costs. You don't give a damn who it is. It could be Mike Tyson. You know, it don't matter. I mean, you put your hands on me, bro. We gotta go. You know. But I just really think it was. I truly think this was done. I understand partying. You in Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. We all know the rule. I'm like, but dude, you got to be in control, man. You're a high price athlete in Vegas. Okay, you partying at the Pro Bowl because that's all it was. And we'll talk about the game when after you have your comment about Kamara. But I think it was just very, very dumb of him.
Yeah. And just to piggyback off of that, basically, like Armando said, man, it's just he got into it with his boys, and they jumped this guy and everything. So again, if I'm taking my boys are there supposed to keep me out of trouble, not get me in trouble.
In the trouble, yes.
And I'm gonna tell you something. This is one thing I told my son when he was in high school, getting ready to go off to college. I told him, he said, "Oh, Pops, can I go to the party?" No, you can't. And I used to always tell him, listen, I can care less about your nightlife. My job is to get you off to school and, so you can start your career, whatever. But I also told him why he was in college and when he went professional football. I said, listen, Brandon, everybody that went with you can't go with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't take everybody with you. Yeah, they're still your boys, but you can't just, hey, y'all, my boys, come with me. Because if anything, if they were his boys, they would have made sure he didn't get into that trouble. True. But they jumped this guy. All of them jumped this guy and brutally beat him. Yeah. So here we are. And what they failed to realize when we were young, there was not as many cameras. We could get away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, everybody got a camera now.
Everybody got a camera. So, it's here we are. So it's unfortunate that he had to experience this, but like what the topic you finna bring up next, I know exactly what we're going to talk about that, but you're held accountable for your actions and right. It's on tape. So,
man, I got a phone call today from my cousin who taught me how to play football. I love him. Anything he has to say about football, I'm always listening. He called me today. He said, "Cuz, what was that?" He said, "I ain't watched the Pro Bowl in years, but he said, when did the Pro Bowl turn into flag football?" I say, "Cuz it was so disgusting to me, I literally turned it off." Okay, because I seen something on TikTok this morning where they had when Sean Taylor blew up the punter in the Pro Bowl and everybody went crazy and then the game was on. Okay. So I understand nobody want to get hurt in an exhibition game. I understand that, bro. But when Gary brought up a point 2 weeks ago about it being a free agent bowl where somebody's out there trying to perform so they can get another contract, I'd rather see that. I want to see real football, man. I used to be excited about the Pro Bowl, okay? But now you turn it on and you was like, okay, at least the NBA All-Star game, man, they start getting serious in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? But now you trying not to get anybody hurt now. Well, football, people get hurt. It is what it is. Okay, once you negotiate it in your contract, hey, man, if I get hurt in the Pro Bowl, you pay me this amount of money, okay? But that crap there, man, it was just so, man, as a pure football fan that I am, and to see that, it was so upsetting, and I don't think I ever watch another one.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It was sad, and it was sad. And if I was one of the fans in the stand, I wish the whole fan base, all the people that was there, I wish they just would have booed. I mean, I wish they would have just booed because that's ridiculous. But again, all it is it's just one big party. I mean, I know there's a lot of events going on before the big game and things like that, but it's just a big party, man. So here's my what I think should happen. Chris, I know you remember back in the day when they had the tug of war, they had the fastest man. Yeah. They need to let the Pro Bowlers do that. Just let them go through the agility drills and televise that. Televise them, doing you can even do the 7-on-7 if you want to. But that's one way you can do that. But again, with that going on, include the free agent bowl. These guys are guys that's looking for a job. They need to eat. I guarantee you, if you come up with a free agent bowl and you get these agents to put their clients in there, hey, hell, I don't care if you have a 2-day, you can do Saturday and Sunday and have a mini playoff. And you got scouts out there that's scouting these players and looking for a job, and you might get a job from that day. But they have to change the narrative. This is ridiculous. It's just, and again, we
gotta take something.
Yeah, that was horrible. That was horrible. I mean, these guys suit up to play two-hand touch.
I heard an idea today, and I was like, wow, maybe that'll work. So the idea was, what if you have the 2 worst teams play for the number 1 pick?
You know, okay.
You know, they're gonna have a football game. So you would have this year. You would have had the Jags, and I don't know who the other worst team was. The Lions?
Jets. Yeah, Jets are the Lions.
It would have been the Lions.
You would have had them 2 playing for the number 1 and number 2 pick.
All right.
That's not a bad deal. Instead of the Pro Bowl. Well, because, guess what, guys? If you really think about it, the Pro Bowl is nothing but about a bunch of losers. Everybody out there, we're losers. They all were losers. They're a bunch of losers.
So let's end our hot topic segment on a Cowboy note. Micah Parsons in the 40-yard dash beat a running back, a wide receiver, and his own cornerback like it was easy. The man is amazing, okay? When they drafted Micah Parsons, I was like, that's a good pick, but we'll see. Because he didn't play because he sat out for COVID his last year at Penn State. So I truly forgot about Micah because he played at Penn State and he played against Michigan. But I remember how good he was, but I was just you kind of forget when you don't see a person. It's what have you done for me lately, okay? And when Micah ran that 40-yard dash, I was like, ain't that my starting cornerback he just outran? That he outweighed by 40 pounds? Did he just outrun Nick Chubb, one of the best running backs in the NFL? The cheetah slip. I got to give him a pass on that. Yeah. Okay. But he beat the cheetah. Micah Parsons, my starting linebacker. What do y'all think about Parsons? Armando, what you think about the beast, number 11?
What can I say, man? We struck gold. I think everybody sees it. It's for this dude to come out and show out like that. He said, "You know what? I'm gonna go hard." He said in the Pro Bowl, and if you saw some of his clips in this Pro Bowl, he was out there hitting people and everything. So we struck gold. I'm ready to see him in his sophomore season, and I'm ready for that.
Wow. Yeah. But yeah, man, what we fail to realize, man, we fail to realize his 40 time when he was doing when he did his combine. I think he ran a 4.3, didn't he?
Yeah, 4.3, 4.4, yeah.
So I mean, why are we so surprised? I mean, because the guy showed us how fast he was, but to see him out there, and I'm gonna tell you, get these young bucks coming in here, man. Stay in your lane. Don't challenge these young bucks, man. I feel sorry for Nick Chubbs
but when you saw the lineup, you didn't think he was gonna win the joint.
Oh no, yeah.
That's my thing. You think, okay, he'll compete, but he ain't gonna win it. When you got everybody that's running except for Chubb under 200 pounds,
Yeah.
So
yeah. And that's so true. But that's one thing I like about Michael Parsons, because he challenged it. He accepts the challenge, and like he said, he said they're gonna be mad at me. They're gonna be mad at me because I come to play football.
Right.
But did you guys know he tweeted also? He did thumbs down about the Pro Bowl, and it was kind of they were trying to figure out, is he talking about the way the Pro Bowl was played, or was he talking about something else? So they're still trying to figure what he was talking about. And I'm sure he was pissed off about the Pro Bowl because that's not what he was expecting. But, he's young, and these guys are making career decisions, and he'll realize, hey, man, young lion, like the two bulls, old bull and the young bull, one wants to run down and the other wants to walk down. So,
G, that finishes my hot topics, man. So, it's on you, baby.
I appreciate everybody stopping through, man. I can't give enough credit to all the people: Bradley Merchant, DeAndre Glover. Who else we got in here? Felicia Colley. My man, who we got? Trackhawk, Larry Glaspie. Yeah.
Shout out to all of them, man. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, Maxine, we always appreciate you. Carlos, we appreciate you. Brandon Harris, he was having technical difficulties, but we got a chance to see him. But anyway, guys, we just appreciate you guys stopping by. This is what we do, man. Like I say, it's nothing politically correct about this channel. We don't do politically correct. We're not the ESPN. We're not the Sports Center. We are fanatics of our Cowboys. We come in and talk barbershop talk, and that's exactly what we do. But we appreciate everybody coming. But we do need more participation on this live stream on this hot 5 minutes. So we're going to be looking for some more participation from you guys on Wednesday. And that's What's Up Wednesday. So make sure you guys set your clocks and set the date, because we will be back on Wednesday with some more hot topic news and rumors. And on that note, like I always say, don't nothing happen to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen. Cowboys, deuces.